Show, the business podcast where you get more out of your business in just about 10 minutes every single day with our daily 10-minute business lessons for the real world. I'm your host, your coach, your teacher, Omar Zenhom. I'm also the co-founder of the $100 MBA, a complete business training and community online. Make sure you check out some of our free goodies over at 100mba.net. We got free guides, free courses, and a whole lot more, all to help you build the business you want. In today's lesson, you will learn how to optimize your WordPress site speed, how to make sure your site load time is quick and is a great experience for your visitors. Now, today's episode is a little bit techie, but what I'm going to teach you today is going to save you a whole lot of headaches. It may even save you a whole lot of money. A lot of people, when they feel their site slowing down, they think they need to upgrade their hosting plan, when in fact, all they need to do is optimize their site. So instead of paying more, I'm going to show you how to make sure you're running a tight ship and a quick site so that pages load faster and your customer's experience on your website is more enjoyable. Let's get into it, guys. Let's get down to business. Today's episode of the $100 MBA Show is sponsored by HostGator. In fact, our site, webinarninja.co, was a little bit slower than normal. As soon as I noticed it, I jumped on HostGator's live chat support, which is 24/7. And a lot of the tips I'm going to be giving you today, I got from the live support team. Yes, they're a lifesaver. So if you want a web hosting solution that's got your back, then you got to go with HostGator. And to save 30% off your web hosting, just go to HostGator.com/MBA30. Again, that's HostGator.com/MBA30. All right, guys, like I said, today's episode is going to be a little bit techie, but this is going to be a lifesaver. Because with the speed of the internet increasing every single day, people are less and less patient to see your page load. If you have to wait 3, 4, 5, 6 seconds for your website to load, most likely they're going to give up and say, forget this site. There's something wrong with it. And they'll definitely not buy from you. They'll not really feel it's trustworthy. So you got to make sure your speed is up to speed. So the first thing we're going to do in this process is that we have to evaluate our actual site speed. How fast is it loading? How well are we doing in the different areas of the site? How fast are images loading? Are there any major issues? See, it's hard for us to evaluate or see an improvement if we don't test before we optimize. We got to see a difference, right? So there's a great free tool that will help you do this. And that tool is GT Metrics. Just go to gtmetrix.com and enter your website URL. It will run a whole report on your website on the speed, on the load time, and everything. And it will give you a grade. They say the average score for a site in terms of its load speed is 82%. So anything around that range or better is amazing. But we still can improve upon it by optimizing it. So first, run that test. That's step number 1. Run that test at GT Metrics. Then head on over to your admin area inside of WordPress. And to log in, just go to your site/WP-admin. Now we're going to install a couple of plugins. These plugins are going to help you maximize your site, to optimize it, to make sure it loads faster. The first plugin we're going to install is called WP Super Cache. Now what this plugin does is that it makes sure that your cache is refreshed and logged properly. Now, what is cache? You may have heard of that. Cache is basically memories of your website, different data that gets stored to make sure your site loads faster the next time. So how do you install a plugin? Just go to Plugins, Add Plugin, and then search for the plugin that's called WP Super Cache. It's CACHE. Once you've installed and activated that plugin, you're going to head on over to Settings on the left of WordPress and click on WP Super Cache. There's a few things I want you to click or to make sure that is on. In the first tab that says Easy, make sure it says Caching On. Save that setting and then move on to Advanced. Once in Advanced, make sure you've clicked the first choices as cache hits to this website for quick access. Tick that. And then also tick the option that says Use Mod Rewrite to serve cache files. Just trust me, this is what you got to do. Now, for under miscellaneous, you're going to tick the first 3 options, which is compress pages, 3 or 4 not modified, and don't cache pages for known users. Then the last one is cache rebuild. Make sure you tick on that. If you're ever at a loss, just tick all the ones that say recommended. Save changes and you're all set. This alone is going to help speed up your site. But we're not done yet. We're going to do something else that's going to speed up your WordPress site. One of the things that slows down a site from loading is large images. Now, you don't have to have a large image for your image to have a good resolution. So there's a great little plugin I'm going to tell you to install that's really going to help you minimize the size of your images so your load times are a whole lot faster. And that plugin's called WP Smush. Again, you can go to Plugins, add plugin, and search for WP Smush there. Once you've downloaded, installed, and activated it, you're going to go to the Media section in your WordPress sidebar, and then you'll see a new menu called WP Smush. Go to the Settings area. In this section, ensure that the Auto Smush Images on Upload feature is checked. That's the first little section in the Settings area. Next, you're going to smush or minimize the size of all your images in your media library by clicking Bulk Smush 50 Attachments. Now, this is a free version of the plugin. It doesn't mean you can't use it. It just means it's a bit limited. With the free version of the plugin, you're limited to a bulk smushing or minimizing of 50 attachments at a time. You'll need to revisit this page and bulk smush the next 50 attachments. Click on that bulk smush button, and this is going to minimize all the images on your site. It's still going to look great, but it's just going to minimize the actual size so it loads faster. All right, we've done all the optimizing we can. Now we're going to test again. Now, before we test again, you may want to just clear your cookies and cache on your browser. And then from there, just load your site real quick. Go to your URL and see how fast it loads. You might notice a difference just visually and just seeing how fast it is. But we're going to test again over at gtmetric.com. Go ahead and give your website a test again by putting in the URL over there and see how much higher your grade is. Now, whether you feel your site is slow or not, doing this process will improve your user's experience. Because you have to remember, you may have super fast internet, but with people that have a slower internet, they might have a different experience than you do. And you really can't test it because you're not on a slow internet. So do this regardless if you experience a slow experience or not. Guys, I got more on today's topic, but before that, I got to give love to today's sponsor, HostGator. Guys, if you're looking for an all-in-one website hosting solution, look no further. HostGator is the way to go. Whether it's installing your WordPress site in one click, registering domain names, design services, marketing services, buying an SSL certificate for secure checkout, HostGator's got you covered. Got a question in the middle of the night? No problem. With their 24/7 live support via phone, chat, or email, they got your back. And best of all, they're giving listeners of the $100 MBA show a 30% discount on web hosting. That's an amazing deal. Just go to HostGator.com/MBA30. Again, that's HostGator.com/MBA30. Guys, from time to time, I'm going to do an episode like this that's just a quick how-to, a quick tutorial on how to do something that can really affect the performance of your business. This time it was techie. Next time it may be something really quick like sales copy or dealing with a disgruntled customer in a specific situation. We're trying new things here on the show to keep it fresh and keep improving the show for you, the listener. And you can help. You can give your feedback in an iTunes rating and review. Let us know if you love the show. It takes 2 minutes. Just click on the cover on your iPhone right now and click on the link that says give us a rating and review. Or go to 100mba.net/show and see all the instructions of how to give a review on the bottom of the page. Thank you in advance for showing your love on iTunes. All right, guys, that's it for me today. But before I go, I want to leave you with this. Guys, one of the best ways to remember how to do something is to teach it. So I encourage you to teach somebody today's lesson. Find another business builder and tell them how to do this, how to optimize their website. I guarantee you, if you teach it once, it'll be really hard for you to forget it ever again. All right, guys, I'll check you in tomorrow's episode. Until then, take care.